Hello, my name is Rosemary. Today I'm here with a collective card read. A lot of energies going on in the world uh, today, or worlds. We are connected through entanglement quantumly. And a lot of times, if you are, a lot of people are looking for answers outside of themselves. Hence, we have the card reads here, right? Or at least some kind of validation. If you're looking for things outside of yourself, first look within. Look within to see what is the heart of issues, what is at the heart of issues, and look within to know your own light. Become familiar with yourself, and then become familiar with the fact that in this realm that we're in, a lot of our thoughts and emotions actually are helping creating a holographic reality around us in our experiences, in our everyday um, movements, and even in the universe in a way showing us ourselves so that we're able to be well acquainted. So if somebody is saying, if you're saying having experiences where you're having an experience that seems to be negative or repeating or reoccurring, ask yourself what the universe, what you are telling yourself. That, hey, this is an area here, just like in your body, it may hurt, it may have a point of not feeling well, and it's coming to your attention so that you may be able to heal it and move forward. So I have three cards. I'm going to do a past, present, future. This is the Mystical Shaman. This is a pocket deck. It's a smaller deck, oracle deck. Stay tuned for a lot of the podcast. The links are also within a bunch of the other videos we have for the journey home, the story of us. We have stories on perspective with Bucky and the indigenous telling of things. We also have a bunch of card reads, and there will be cards that will be coming out. I actually had the opportunity to design my own cards with a lot of the art, and it helps to teach. It will show the relative nature of the way numbers, colors, shapes, zodiac, all of that actually fits together within the system. So in this reality space, that you're able to learn more and learn easily, more easily, going forward to see it's a specific key that kind of unlocks things for people, right? It unlocks the ability to learn and relate to certain mechanics, helps relates to 3D world, helps relates to quantum mechanics. It will help to relate to a celestial realm. It helps relate to biology. So it's just a specific key in which creation itself can be understood so that you maybe also be the person that is the creator of your own environment as we are. All right, so a little past, present, future, and I'm going to do a couple of the, or at least one of them, the energies behind these relative past, present, future. And just so you know, all time is playing out now. So you have, it's not as linear as we think. We have the ability to go forward and backward, but we also have the ability to bring a resonance of ourself, a future self, a higher self, a balanced self, a resonant, healing self, a light self into this being. The more you take these 3D steps into that uh, environment, into that enlightenment stage. So the first one we have is as a past, we have the crow. And a lot of times crows are bringing messages in. Crows are here to be the messenger between the spirit and the 3D. A lot of times it's your own intuition. A lot of times it's to bring in, and it is 13, which is for quantum space, your dream space, your astral self. It's what your inner self is saying to you. It's also connecting to your intuition. So this is specifically talking about speaking your truth and practice truth. Eventually, everything you say becomes truth. Your power to co-create with truth is the universal law. Correct what is untrue in your life without judgment. Let the truth set you free. So the whole truth on things. And actually, there has been a bit of, notice this, judgment in the way somebody else is experiencing things here because they believe that it's better for them, for you to experience it in their path, which isn't true because everybody's on their own path here. So no one, I'll be honest, no one here has the ability or right to judge another person, because if you're not specifically them with their emotions, with their level of being, of where they're at, there's no reason to judge somebody, especially if you're adhering to or holding them to their past. If you're judging somebody from their past and they are a different person now and you're holding and adhering them to something that happened in the past, and this person or people have forgiven and are moving forward, are healing to move forward, to pull them back into that past scenario or situation, that is saying that as the opposite or opposing. You're not seeing unity, you're seeing a duality, that because of the hurt or anything that was made or way that you want this person to be, that you're pulling them and controlling them. You're kind of in a way burying them or holding them to a condition that is may no longer be in their operating system whatsoever. So the crow is here to let you know that the truth, the whole truth, sets you free, and that no one's perfect. So be proud of the fact that you're here and you're healed or healing or evolving and moving forward, and you're making the better steps to be a better person. Those are testaments that the things in the past actually got you to that learning point that where you are now. If you're holding on to the past, you're holding a very heavy weight to bring into your future. So we have magic. We have number 33, I believe. Yep, 33 here. We have magic. 33 is an activation. 33 is the 33 vertebrae activation of the Kundalini, or the life force energy within a human being. And it actually opens the pineal gland for intuition once it reaches a specific spot. There's a spot that's sacrificed, which is your ego, the survival mode of fear. And then it activates your intuition, your connection to source, you as source, as co-creator within this construct. So it's a symbol that represents the infinite intelligence of the Great Spirit to make up the fundamental fabric of the universe. We experience the evidence of this magic through synchronicity or meaningful coincidence. There's no such thing as coincidence. They're conveniently put in our paths so that we may recognize ourselves, right? So these things are here for us to learn. When magic appears, you're invited to the world to see the world through the eyes of wonder and awe, taking on the innocence of a child who knows that all things are possible. Infinite potential exists in the great mind, and you are being invited to call it in and recognize the dance and synchronistic events, signs, symbols, omens given to you through the oracle of the ordinary world. So again, as we were just talking about outside validation for what's inside, this is talking about the magic that is life, that is the energy, the essence of a person, or just a being, a perspective here. You'll start seeing these synchronicities to confirm that what you're feeling inside is on the correct path as it goes out. So this is a sign that Spirit is reminding that you co-create your world in a sacred partnership. Your part is to dream, to intend, and to watch for the signs that show you that the next action to take. Right now it appears that you are on the right track to make your dreams come true. Great Spirit is listening and acting on your behalf. Pay attention. Magic gives birth to miracles. So again, in the now, as you let go of the past, as you speak your truth, as you take these steps, think of it as an ascension into the integration of your spirit into the co-creation that is this construct, so you're able to create now. This is happening currently in the collective. They're understanding truth. They're understanding truth as being uncovered. They're understanding the past and the way that things have been we're looking at a global scale, a lot of disclosure things coming out. We're looking at shedding that past, even down to the micro, like your 3D life. Regular people may not even be paying attention to anything else in the world right now. You're watching that this past isn't here to consume you unless you bring it in. If you're the person that is constantly holding on to that bag, it'll make you heavy. So this is where we heal it, we turn it magic, we transform it, and we have an activation within us. We have the Earth Creepers. This is a future potential card. It's 18, which is 9, which is a completion. We are in a 9 year. If you add up 2025, so 2 plus 2 plus 5 is a 9 year, right? So we're in this year of being a completion. We have the Earth Keepers on here. We have 9, which is 18, all right? So you have a double on this. So you have this completion within and this completion without. So just as you're evolved in co-creating your world, you are also responsible for its well-being. So again, this is talking about us being the stewards to Earth itself, to Gaia, to ourselves, right? We're stewards to our own body and temple, so therefore, in extension, we're also being stewards to keep the spaces that are outside of us clean, to keep the balance, maintain the balance by maintaining it within ourselves. The Earth Keepers are dedicated to the stewardship of the Earth and all life. So they choose to hold the sacred dream of a planet where all beings live in peace and where the rivers and the air are clean. So we're talking about unity. Remember that everything you do has an impact for several well, this is 7 generations. So again, going forward. So we're talking about unity conscious. Right now, we're seeing a people split. And again, the things that you see going on within a global scale, within a television, whatever is being presented to you, is it asking you, one, is it asking you to believe something without the true truth in front of you? Or are you going to actively look for the truth, right? Find that truth in it if you're being handed to it. But the other thing is that, is it actually asking you to divide between the people among you? Divide your neighbors, divide your mom, divide your whatever it is, your family, your father, your sister, your brothers, your any of it. If it's being in your awareness to divide you, then it's not something that is going to bring in unity and the stewardship and the balance, right? There are people with different perspectives, and their perspectives and their way they're experiencing it is true for them. And then when you start to expand outwards and understand that there's a connection between all these different perspectives, they are beautiful. We're here to learn from them. And if you see that in the light, instead of seeing it in the light of damage or competitiveness or anything that would separate you from anything else, you understand that we are all souls here. We are connecting. We are souls that are connecting to each other. So even the things that cause us to have pride in things like an identity, like patriotism, pride for even wanting to be like, I'm a builder or I'm a carpenter. These are things that you are expressing and doing. It's not necessarily you. You are the soul inside, right? You're the observer. You're the one being observed. You're observing. And so if you want to bring peace in the world, you become peace. You want balance, you become balanced. So if you want to be stable, you become stable, right? These things will start to appear, and this abundance appears. As an earth keeper, you're keeping the abundance here. So you have outgrown, as which this one is, the earth keeper. You have outgrown your small dream of success and achievements and are ready to dream big. With possibilities beyond your wildest expectations, take the mantle of the earth keeper and reach out to a friend in need whom you may not have been in touch with for some time. Take care of your pets and feed the strays that come by. Clean up your yard, as this is a reflection of your relationship to the earth. Grow the sacred dream, and your personal life will flourish. Remember, it's not about me any longer. It's about us. It's about the unity, right? It's about we. So it is a time, as a new year, as Symbolic started on, I believe, February 1st. So it's time to clean out the old so that you have this new. It's time to put away those things that hold you down in the past and have this transformation to heal and actually be okay with relying and have the faith on even other people that are close to you. Again, the friends that are close to you, right? That you may not have reached out to before. This is where healing starts to take place. So a lot of the energy surrounding between the bridges of these, the past and the present, we have the biome 44. We have this, we feel that we're not being protected because, okay, 44 is the protection. This card is upside down, is reversed. It is, and as we say, connection to the biome, as we just read here, it's the connection to your neighbor's connection. It's the division. That is what's caused this between the past, holding the past and division and people dividing and people judging, and the magic that is the connectivity, that is the co-creation, that is the activation. So you are protected, but it's the feeling of being unprotected. It's the feeling of not being safe that keeps us secluded, that keeps us not connection to the biome, that keeps us imbalanced, right? That keeps us isolating ourselves because we're of fear. People may be afraid of speaking their truth. They may be afraid of understanding them. They may be afraid because other people have judged them. So those aren't your people. They're people that are not quite in unity. That's where I'm going to leave that one. And so the connection now between the energy between going forward, we have passion, we have the soul passion. This is upside down. So this going forward, part of the healing taking place. We've had these tears, right? This rebirth is happening. This tears, this shedding, the shedding of the old. We have 14, which is 5. It's a shift. It's a change. It's coming in. It's in the process of changing right now. It's in the process of letting go, of releasing. It's also in the process of understanding what your soul, the soul process, the soul passion, your soul is asking, your calling, right? A lot of the systems we are in, they actually squash your soul and your soul passion. They actually tell you to dim your light. So this is talking about not having that process occur. So we're not what's been occurring, it's what's shifting. That is the change between what we have as being the co-creator and then being the stewards and bringing that balance into our 3D space. These are the potentials moving forward right now. So this shift is occurring. It is occurring on the soul level and it is coming in through the 3D. So I'm going to leave with one more card. I'm going to leave with we'll leave with a Starry Night or Starry Oracle deck card. A new beginning. So, because we are in a new beginning, it's new time. So, it's time to let go, like I said, release those that don't serve the soul passion, which ultimately serves as you being the stewards and the connection to source and the co creator. That which doesn't serve it, leave it behind. Um, Obviously, we're connected to people. So, I say most people would disconnect and leave people behind. Again, we're talking about connections. We're talking about if we're not able to get through to those specific people, then it's not our job. We're not the person that's going to teach that karmic lesson. That could be somebody else. So it's okay to just let them continue on their path and whatever perception they're in and keep going forward on yours, because as you become into balance, then the rest does as well. We have 11. This is 38. 8 plus 3 is 11. And as this card and this card said, dream big, dream with your heart. So go first and forth with your heart, with the intent in your heart, obviously, for love, for unity. If you're going through to create that space and you're always starting from how do I get to this space, whatever situation it is, to bring in and be unified, to be balanced, to be cared for, to be done in a way that is bringing in peace and is not going back to old traumas. Start with that, and as you dream, those dreams become bigger, your expansion becomes bigger, and you become balanced, and therefore the rest on the outside will also trickle out to other people in the collective, to the people around you, and will bring your dreams and those opportunities closer to you. So thank you.